His conduct was a betrayal of the trust placed in him as a public official. I want to tell you both, and the third anonymous individual who also shared her story, how sorry I am for the harm that has occurred, and I apologize.
An apology from Mayor Joe Hogsett to two women who claim Hogsett ignored allegations they were being sexually harassed while working for him. We begin tonight at 6 o'clock with ITMate confronting Mayor Joe Hogsett about the sexual harassment allegations against his former top aide, Thomas Cook. Our team coverage starts with ITMate's Cody Fisher. Cody, the mayor just wrapped up a public event a little while ago.
Yeah, Phil, Mayor Hogsett was speaking at an unrelated event, and as soon as it ended, he made a beeline for a door to go back inside, and we were not allowed to follow him. But take a look at the moments that we tried to ask him questions.
Right here? Yeah, no, that's not.
Hey, Mayor Hogsett, why didn't you fire Thomas Cook in 2017? Mayor, why are you continuing to dodge questions? Now, last night, Lauren Roberts and Caroline Ellert sat behind Mayor Hogsett as he apologized to them. Now, Roberts held a sign saying, 2017 investigation, ? Prove it. Now, that's the same year she told Hogsett about the sexual harassment she experienced at the hands of Thomas Cook. Hogsett has previously said he investigated and punished Cook, but Roberts says she was never informed on the investigation and was never interviewed. Ellert says the sexual harassment against her happened after that. Here are some city-county councilors responding to Mayor Hogsett's apology.
I appreciate him making those statements, and I think we are past the point of statements, and we need to look for what happened and what went wrong.
We are taking a victim-centered approach. We're not taking an establishment. We're not worried about the blowback on the city. We want to make sure this never happens again.
Now, first-term Democrat City Councilor Jesse Brown is sticking to his guns and calling for Hogsett to resign. In a statement, he said Mayor Hogsett's apology was as late as it is lacking. He should resign immediately, and I'm eager to see what the investigative committee turns up. Now, I've put in a records request with the city for all documentation of the investigations into Thomas Cook and the sexual harassment allegations against Cook. And I've also made the request with the city for all of the documents about the punishment that Cook was given by the mayor's office. When we get those documents back, we'll let you know. For ITMate, I'm Cody Fisher for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook for updates.
All right, Cody, thank you. Let's continue now our coverage with that News 8 interview with Cook accusers Lauren Roberts and Caroline Ellert. They told us yesterday they didn't necessarily want Hogsett to resign, but they did want an apology from him. Now they have a message to other women with similar stories. They spoke to our News 8's Kyla Russell. She joins us now with more from that extraordinary conversation, Kyla.
It was extraordinary. I mean, both Caroline and Lauren say that although they are going public with their stories for the first time, they know many other women with stories just like theirs. I asked them what they'd say to those women.
I think the minute it happens to you, there's not really a way to win. There's just kind of different ways to lose.
While there isn't a right way to move forward after experiencing abuse and harassment like Caroline and Lauren have, they say taking steps toward healing is painful but possible.
But the thing I tell women is it's just important to tell somebody because I think there's a lot of pressure on women to stand up for themselves and get themselves out of this, and it's one of the hardest things you can do. You can't do it without help. So we're there for help and support, whether it's a friend, a colleague, a family member. It's just really important to find someone that you care about and who cares about you to tell.
Now, years later, Roberts and Ellert tell me they are still working toward recovery. Knowing fear can't continue in darkness encouraged them to come forward, which has been key to planting seeds of change.
It's been almost a redo of what I went through all those years ago, only now the outcome is hopefully going to be different. Regardless of outcome, it was the right thing to do. Number one, because it would help at least one other person, and that was worth it. That's why I started speaking out in the first place all those years ago. because I felt a responsibility that admittedly wasn't mine, but did feel like a responsibility at the time to protect other women and people.
They know their experience isn't uncommon in the halls of Indy city government or for women at work in general. They say it pervades every industry and will continue to if something doesn't change.
I've heard some people say that they've experienced something similar, but they say to me that it wasn't as bad. And I think my message for people is that every level of harassment is bad, and if we just keep allowing it to slide over and over again, it compounds. And we shouldn't have to accept anything less than a completely safe and equitable workplace.
Lauren and Caroline never wanted to have to come forward like this. They spent years and months begging the mayor and those around him to take action. Now that they have, though, they hope it's impactful.
We're speaking out, hopefully so other women don't have to in the future, because this is a really heavy burden to bear, and my hope is in the future that other women won't have to go to these lengths.
And while those seeds of change begin to take root, Roberts and Ellard also acknowledge their privilege in coming forward.
I also think it's crucial to point out, we're two white cisgender women. We're both college educated. We both were in relatively senior enough positions that we had the mayor's personal cell phone. We had a level of access and advantage both to bring things forward, and we still had such a hard time. But then as far as the story being heard and taken seriously, when we say something, it's going to be heard by the dominant culture very differently than if a woman of color were to say it, than if a transgender person were to say it. So I think we also have our identities working for us.
If you are a victim of sexual abuse and need resources, we've made it easy for you. You can head to the As Seen On section of our website at wishtv.com. There you'll find a list of ways to get help. I'm Kyla Russell for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.